Let's see if it opens up again. Yeah, damn Twitch. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Wow, I already have 2 minutes on the last stream. Alright, should be live now. There we go. Alright, let's see how it sounds now. Oh yeah, that's much better. That is much better. Let's see how it sounds now. Oh yeah, that's much better. That is much better. Let's see how it sounds now. Alright. I'm just gonna keep talking through my Twitch phone until this loads. Then I'll turn it off and we'll get into this. Okay, so far so good. And whenever it rains here, I've noticed the volume's always kind of like clunky on my mic or staticky. I don't know why that is. Alright, final test. Alright, we're good. I'm gonna test out something too really quickly and earn points in this other person's Twitch while I'm gonna be doing my own stream. So I'm gonna switch over to here for a minute. Then before I start the event, I'm gonna switch back to my stream to make sure the volume's still working just fine. So I wonder maybe if it might be my internet too. Probably balancing too many things. So I got my computer in the background, I got this, and then I got my phone. And all three things are kind of doing something live. So kind of know how that goes. But we left off on the Tales of Many. I think I was doing Yehoda's tale and I got interrupted by that one player, so... Yeah, we're about to do the final one here, but before I do the final one, like I said, I'm going to just go back to my own stream really quickly. I just want to make sure that it's working, because like I said, whenever it storms outside, for some reason, my volume is, oh, taking a while to... Alright, I trust it'll be okay. Alright, so I'm gonna mute my phone. I'm gonna keep earning them points in the background. I'll say who it is maybe later on, but not now. Alright. Let's do this. Get some birds. Yeah, so you can even tell like my ping right now is going like around 100. It's not bad right now, but it's not good. If that makes any sense. Alright, I'm hoping that even if my mic sounds bad, at least the voice acting will sound good. Alright, let's do this. How's it going, Yehoda?
It's almost time for the expo to end. I'm asking for half a month's leave once we wrap this up.
Finally got time to relax, huh, Yehoda?
Yeah, thanks to you. Oh, things are pretty calm right now. Should be smooth sailing from here on out.
Sorry, but I've got a problem over here.
Same here.
Yehoda, you just jinxed it.
I actually want to cap this really fast, and I'll send that to, what's her name, on Twitter later on. I think I remember seeing this the last time I was playing this, but then I got interrupted by that one guy that wanted to hang out with me, so... Then I ended my stream after
Someone
that,
made off with a batch of my goods
the
using the goods first, pay later method. I thought the guild was the guarantor, but then I went to redeem my money and... no dice.
The same thing happened to me.
Goods first, pay later? That convenience is for exhibitors only. It works because their goods stored in the warehouse can't be used as collateral.
The buyer did have guild-supplied certification.
In that case, he's one of you. Pick him out of the
Barker,
crowd and we're good to go.
The person I talked to was a tall, thin young man, but I don't see him here.
Oh yeah, because I remember I was describing Varka that he wasn't really thin.
The one who bought from me was on the chubbier side. And nope, no sign of him either.
Wait, so it wasn't the same person?
Miss Yehoda, we need help! Ati went into town a while back, and we haven't heard from him.
What? Why would he do that?
No, why would he do
He
that?
wanted to use the moral we got from our exhibit to buy everyone a little something in return for looking out for us. So he headed out alone.
Gods, this kid. Wait, did he
Don't you mean
have your
Archons?
certification from the guild with him?
Yeah, he's our older brother, so he's in charge of all that stuff.
Oh, this is bad.
Okay, let's not panic. What happened?
Remember those people who targeted Ati a while back? I'm worried they kidnapped him and are using his certification to scam goods off the other exhibitors.
Sorry. Oh, this isn't your fault.
Should we rescue Ati first? But Nodcry's huge! Where would we even start? We could go for the goods first, but we're dealing with a group. If they split up, it'll be impossible to nab them. Oh, come on, Yehoda, come on! You promised Boss Nephew to uphold the guild's reputation, and you promised the kids you'd protect them. This is all falling apart.
Looks like you're down to your last option, dumpster diver.
Oh, right! The Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch!
Clank Clank crisis control switch activated. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Roger, Roger.
Oh. Activating the switch gives you temporary control over all the robots in Nodcry. If you wanted, you could turn this whole place upside down. But it won't last long, so think about what you want to do first. In that case, let's get the stolen goods back first.
All units, advance to rescue Ati!
Miss Yehuda.
Orders received. Orders received. Orders received.
So the robots just happen to know who this Ati is.
Otzi, you're all right.
Sorry. I made you all worry.
If anyone should be apologizing, it's those awful people who took you. You just wanted to repay everyone's kindness.
They stole my expo certificate. Did that cause trouble for anyone?
Let's just focus on one thing at a time.
Inventory complete. All goods have been retrieved.
See? Told ya. With the Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch, there's no problem in Nodcry you can't handle. With so many bots around, we didn't have to choose between the rescue and getting the goods back. We were able to do both.
I know.
These kids call me boss, and as their boss, it's my job to protect them. No way I'm letting them get in trouble with the guild.
Good job, boss.
Thanks, boss.
I know who's a great person to have on your side, huh?
To be honest, I could hug you right now. But I think I'll have that vacation first.
Why not both? I mean, you could hug her, maybe even bring her with bring her with you to vacation, you know. Maybe bring Anefa too, and maybe you and Anefa could get along. Maybe she'll work on her humor module, and maybe Yehoda will call her a few names. But hey, it'll be a good time.
All right, I owe you a hot dog, don't I?
I actually remember that, the hot dog. Hooray! We completed it. Yep. Guard. And now, the main story. I don't know how long this will take. I'll be honest, I only have about maybe less than 100 minutes, so... Worst case scenario, I'll try to get as much of this done as I can, but, oh yeah, that's right, we left off with, that Fontanian guy, stealing whatever from whoever. Or not stealing, but wanting to get stuff. And did I always say it's always someone from Fontaine that seems to be causing all these, like, mercenary trouble crap and all that. I'm just making up words now, aren't I? Oh, am I supposed to go here? Okay.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get a chance to show off how convincing I can be.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we teamed up.
We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the expo?
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line. When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides as just more red tape. Something to work around rather than with. Just like the law.
You know, there's a lot of, what's that called in a speech? Like a voice glottal or something in her speech? Like she kind of has that moan a lot where you kind of keep hearing the vocal folds vibrating really tensely. I'm pretty sure it's a vocal glottal, but I could be wrong.
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem solved, right?
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring. And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter to spread word of what happened. And whoever is behind this whole thing will know we're onto them.
In that case...
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get intel on our real target before he has a chance to react.
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near enough personnel for that. If even one of the agents escapes, it's over.
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? Nice idea, in theory. The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like this.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but... that would mean we have to actually hand over the weapon. Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
We can control how dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that weapon?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Nodcry?
Are they... having a fight?
This is more of an argument than a fight. But yeah, I mean, just let them talk it
They're both
out.
experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
A successful collaboration requires trust. And a willingness to make concessions. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy, you round up the rest of the agents. Sound like a plan?
Yes, I appreciate the trust. And I promise you, not a single one will get away.
Yeah,
See?
right.
Like 2 peas in a pod.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts, though.
Then, you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he tries anything, it'll be 2 against 1.
He doesn't stand a chance against the both of us.
Do this thing!
That's right. They don't know what hit him. Alright, let's get off the ship for now. Head over here.
Bring it!
Oh yeah, did I get that chest that was in here last time? I forget.
There he is!
I'll shut.
Oh, you really can't go lower?
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack. How do you plan to deliver the goods?
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts. So I'm guessing you need sea transport?
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the product and transport the components in crates.
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely. We can launch from a secluded shoreline and use our own boat for transport.
Sorry. But I'd still prefer to have it dismantled and stored in regular crates.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden in unassuming cargo crates, because you operate right out in the open. Most of the weapons have come in through Yilong Wharf or Lumiduce Harbor, so that seems to check out.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
Uh-oh. That's our cue.
Take that!
Out of the way!
It's one of the undercover agents! He's making a break for it!
The captain of the Special Patrol will take it from here.
But I hope so. Never mind if there's a chest in there.
One just popped up. Looks like the one on the surface has been subdued. There are children around. I have to avoid bloodshed.
Trying to escape? Allow me to show you the way!
Show you the way. Do you know the way? Ooh, shoot him. Oh, I actually get to shoot. Okay. Where is he? Oh, it tells me where I have to shoot.
Nope, not this way. Had enough? Then turn around!
If I shoot him by accident, can I do that? Anything else for me to shoot around here? No, I have to shoot that. If I shoot him, can I do that? Nope.
Out of steam yet? 'Cause I can do this all day!
If I shoot that, oh, it won't actually let me shoot it. Okay. Oh, I see. I like how he's just stopped there. I'm sorry, that's kind of funny.
My leg!
My leg! My leg!
Is still attached. And if you want to keep it that way, I suggest you stay right where you are.
No, you really had a lot of time to run. I don't know why you just stopped like right under the sign, you know? And just had to catch your breath at like the worst spot possible.
A special patrol uniform. You think bringing me in is enough? Do you even know how many of us there are? If even one gets a...
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you and the buyer, that makes 20. Save the best for last, right?
How did you...
Don't even think about it.
Oh, the undercover agents are here.
Well done, everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
There we go. That's a Navi I like to see. Well, I need to get a quick picture of that. That's nice right there. Oh yeah, I could hide the. There we go. Put one more. So that's a cool pick right. Navi is probably one of my favorite characters in this game. Honestly, I don't even know everything about her story yet, which, again, I don't want to spoil it for myself until I get there. Okay, how do I get the,
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day, we never would have been able to make it in Nodcry. It was about time we returned the favor.
I think I felt a.
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating to get these local gangs on our side. We've been over this.
Yeah,
Very smart.
know, but hearing you call me boss will never not be hilarious.
Keep calling her boss.
Wow! Navia is something else!
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rosula could mobilize these kinds of numbers outside of Fontaine. This Navia has quite a few tricks up her sleeve.
No trade expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold herself, we still wouldn't need to explain a thing.
Except for the guild's broken signboard, I would imagine.
It was the wind. The wind knocked it over.
It was an unavoidable sacrifice.
At any rate, I suppose the next step is to get these birds to sing. Should be an easy job. The Maison Gardiennage has a reputation for highly effective interrogation tactics.
And if that doesn't work, I've heard that spies from Liyue have their ways of making people talk as well.
Yes, that means the operation was a success, right?
Ah, but
So
it's not
far.
over yet.
Once we get someone to reveal who the mastermind behind all this is, that's when the real work begins.
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed from the expo. But as far as our deal with the curatorium goes, I think that's a wrap.
Shouldn't we update Nefer then?
First, we need to figure out what we
Probably.
can learn from these agents. We'll be in touch once we have the information. Then we can head to the curatorium together.
Sounds good. With Navia's help, Yolan and Chev... I don't know how to say her name.
Smoother than expected. Not a single one got away.
Real story behind
You're
everything.
thinking about Nefer's final request, huh? Let's see. We have 2 expert detectives from separate nations teaming up to uncover an international crime ring. That's not a bad story. If you feel like it's missing something, maybe Yelan and Shevras will uncover something more interesting during their interrogation.
Excuse me? Are you the Traveler? Yehoda needs you back at the expo venue as soon as possible.
Oh boy, this can't be good news.
Did something happen?
I'm sorry, I don't know the details. All she said was that it's urgent.
Oh boy. Okay, let's go help her.
Move on.
Supposed to fast travel. I still love this game.
Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain. Oh, could this get any worse?
I don't know. Should I do another screenshot of that? That's. I feel like that's pretty funny.
Together, Yehoda. Focus on the hot dog you're gonna treat yourself to after today is over. One thing at a time. All right. You've got this.
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
Don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of this. I swear.
What happened?
You're here. Please, you've got to help me, Traveler. A theft at the expo is gonna ruin the guild's reputation.
A theft? How did that happen?
You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area for this exact reason. And it just had to happen to one of the scariest people here.
Uh-oh.
Beto?
Would that be?
Wait, that means...
Someone
The
stole
guild
ballistas?
asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for demonstration, which I had stored there. But when I came to check on things just now, I noticed that all of them had been stolen.
And
Ruh-roh.
each ballista is super dangerous. If they fall into the wrong hands...
I know they're really like VTOL warships in Call of Duty.
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worse. Still, we should get them back as soon as possible.
The guild will make sure of that. If you could just keep this between us for now, we would be super appreciative.
Do we have to tell her?
Honesty is the best policy. That's what he taught us.
I know, it's just...
Don't tell me the kids took it. Oh my goodness. I took that ballista.
Miss Yehuda.
What are you three doing here?
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since
Oh,
we got
no.
here. That's why Uncle Ashvapati told us to come see your booth. It seemed like he was interested in them too, because he even told us what parameters to ask about. Ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him. We wanted to ask Miss Yehuda for help, but then we heard about the ballistas being stolen.
You don't think it was him, the father that stole them or whatever, do you?
And?
I don't think Uncle Ashvapati would do something
uncle.
like that, but...
Ashvapati works for the guild. He has access to the storage warehouse, so he could get inside without the guards getting suspicious.
Ah, yep, he might be the leader.
So now it's an inside job? Oh, jeez. The guild is never gonna recover from this.
Oh, yeah, they
He
definitely
made those
won't.
toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding some serious tech. If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not have our backs after all.
So, this just went from bad to worse. Oh, uh-oh.
Question is, yep, is he connected
Could
to the
be.
crime ring?
I mean, let's put it this way. There aren't a whole lot of people that could manage to stay off Yelan's radar. Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn? I've got things covered here.
Got it!
And you can't trust anybody
Hold up.
nowadays.
We can't hold these kids responsible, though. Right?
I mean, you know, like maybe like a kid-friendly responsibility, you know?
No, of course not, but... how do I explain this?
Your uncle's working with a
You
criminal.
want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would. Besides, they're innocent in all this.
Or so they want you to think. Never
Good,
know.
because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible. No matter what he did or didn't do, it's worse for them if he's missing.
Guess we're on the same page then.
Take these kids to the curatorium. I'll update Yelan and tell her to meet you there.
Will do!
Alright, we're going back to see Boss Neff, who is way over there. Did that actually say, like, Neffer? You all exchange intel. Okay.
Well, this complicates things. Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two. But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction, so the real culprit could make their move.
It's all still up in the air right now. What can you three tell us about Ashvapati?
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He adopted us when we were little.
He's just trying to use you, isn't he?
He told us we all came from the same band of Eremites in the desert. But apparently, we're the only ones left. We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember. We got to Nagcry not too long ago.
Their eyes.
Uh-oh. Something doesn't add
What
up.
about them? I'm just reminded of something. About a decade ago, there was a band of Eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities far surpassing those of other groups.
What kind of robot is that? Oh, that was one of those flying machine things that Enough attacked me with during that other minigame earlier.
Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the highest bidder. The conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted arms traders stood by and reaped the spoils.
Sounds like today's world economy nowadays. You know, the whole Iran conflict going on. Let's be honest, the only one that's benefiting are the frickin' people behind it all.
But before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, the group met their end.
Yeah, it's like all the U.S. bases being blown up. Trump wasn't expecting that now, was he? Don't get me wrong, I'm an American. I'm fully support this country and all, but I think sometimes it kind of gets to the man's head.
None of the weapons survived. And so, in the wake of that destruction, the status quo of the desert was restored.
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. People will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand. If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure the perpetrators would have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But in the desert, no one bats an eye. From what they've told us, sounds like these kids are orphans from that particular band of Eremites.
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
So the survivors of that band of Eremites are back in the weapons
Sounds
business?
like it.
No! Uncle Ashvapati would never do something like that!
How do you know?
No matter what happened back then, I know one thing for sure. Uncle Ashvapati hates weapons.
You just said he was interested in that ballista a little bit ago. Now all of a sudden you're saying he doesn't like weapons at all? I'm sorry, the logic does not add up.
Sure, he's good at building things, but all he does is make toys for us to play with. He can't be the kind of person you're making him out to be. Or...
I'm sorry. All we can do is act upon the facts.
So, what's our next move?
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to collect the goods. If all goes well, we can head to the pickup point and ambush them. But if Ashvapati is part of this and the leader learns what happened, there's no chance he risks himself for his agents. So, that meeting might as well be moot.
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashvapati for now. If we find him, he might just lead us to our culprit. If he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail. I'm confident I can track him down. I just need some time.
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows. The more people involved, the harder it is to operate. As soon as I've got a location, though, he's all yours. You let me handle the search, and I'll let the special patrol handle the seizure.
That does sound like the most feasible plan. I'll be waiting for the good news.
Seizure?
I don't know what the big good news.
Hey! Don't worry too much right now. The most important thing is that we find your uncle. The rest can wait.
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer, Traveler.
As long as I get paid. We're halfway through the story. Alright, while I wait, we'll check on this real bit. Real fast. Let's see, should I do another quick sound check real fast, or is it all good? Do a quick sound test. Sound test. Alright, all good. Alright. In that case, I'll go back to this, earn more points, and we shall continue.
We just got word from Yelan. Looks like he managed to track down Ashvapati. Come on, let's go meet up with the others.
Oh, why my mic's clicking so much. Hey, they fixed the sign.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weaponry in his hands. If it comes to it, are you prepared to handle the worst-case scenario?
Absolutely. You just need to trust us, just like we trusted you earlier.
Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some backup. So, I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out. Clarand and I have got things covered at the expo.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Let's do this.
Wait!
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
We know. It's just... Do you really think Uncle Ashvapati is working for the bad guys?
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation. And I work based off evidence.
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. He's never done that before. Maybe he really is working for those people and was afraid of getting caught. But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Wouldn't that make him a bad person?
I don't know, that depends. How else should I say this? Would he be honest about his mistake? Would he try to do better? Basically, would he repent? I'll put it that way.
That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. Doesn't mean they're necessarily all bad people.
Really?
The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to know before we can judge a person.
That's right. Thank you, Navia. Thank you. You know, I wish a lot of the world today had that kind of knowledge, you know? Like, you can't just judge somebody just by what you see and just assume that that's what they do their whole lives, not knowing what goes on in the background. You never know. Maybe they might be struggling to make it out there. They're trying to support somebody, or maybe that person that you think is doing stuff righteously, and it turns out he's actually trying to control the whole world. Who knows?
And Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question.
Well, technically, since I haven't completed the Archon quest right now, I can assume that you're talking about your that like device you guys use. Yeah. It's a very long and complicated process. Nowadays, Monsieur Nouvelette takes care of that, but yeah, I'm not that far in the game yet. So as of right now, it's still the what's it called again? Not the Oracle. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Why would Uncle Ashvapati do something like that?
How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan promise to bring your uncle back safe and sound. Then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, miss.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. Isn't it a bit early to be making those kinds of promises?
It's all right. We're prepared for whatever we might face.
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer, it will shape their understanding of what justice means.
Well, human justice anyway. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have it completely wrong, but I'll have to go into detail with that another
Then,
time.
let's all do our part to make sure this ends as well as it possibly can.
Toys for the children. Ooh, toy ballistas for Christmas. Oh boy. Pretty sure they celebrate Christmas in China, right? Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Earlier, like, I was watching someone stream NTE. I did not realize that the game was made not in China, but in Singapore. And oh my goodness, I feel so bad about calling that out. But that's why I always say do your research before you always say anything.
Stop right there!
Dang, hands up, don't shoot. You know, in the cutscene before, you literally just ran up and said stop right there, knowing damn well that there's nobody right there, and you decided to just point your gun. Are you trying to, like, act or something? Jeez, are you trying to become a professional, trying to join the stage with Farina, trying to become, I don't know, her right-hand actress or something?
We missed him.
I'm starting to think you might need an eye patch for the other eye. That eye is not working.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead.
This is what I love to do in these events.
These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental to me either.
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading back to them. The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind at the scene. That's the clue that led us to Nodcry.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by Ashvapati.
So, he's the guy that slipped up back then?
Unless it wasn't a slip up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at 2 separate scenes and picked up by 2 separate law enforcement agencies? Thinking back on it now, it doesn't seem quite so accidental after all.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need an energy drink later on today. So I gotta pick up my dad from the airport in a couple hours. That's why around like 5:30 I'll probably have to stop. But I think I'll finish the event before then.
No. Almost like he led us here on purpose. But for what reason?
I don't know. Find out. Oh jeez, I'm gonna get a little cutscene for all 3 of these, aren't I?
Hey, there's a letter here.
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found. I think it might be for us.
You think he knew we would come here?
Maybe.
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going. We can read it together when we debrief.
Oh, okay, don't read it right now, whatever. It's gonna be back here, isn't it? Oh, I already see a shinies right there. Oh, wait, no. I'm not in the right area, am I? Ooh. Okay. Can I break these? Oh my god, I'm an idiot, it's right. Well, we found your stolen merch.
Wait! Is this what Paimon thinks it is?
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our thief.
He's been
What's
set up.
worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security features on the prototype.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession, just waiting to be unleashed?
Oh, this isn't looking good.
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question, why would he unlock the ballista's features before even meeting up with his boss?
That's a question for another time. We need to focus on where he's going next.
Okay.
This situation seems more complicated than we imagined. It looks like Ashvapati does have a connection to our criminal gang, but it might not be what we thought at first.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail. This is looking more and more like the work of an independent actor.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, he's still our best lead.
Let's read the
That would
letter.
seem to be our last remaining clue. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, you certainly live up to your reputation. Within a single day, you were able to eliminate over half of the gang's forces. I appreciate the effort. I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. So I suppose it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring. I'm just glad I no longer have to run. So...
Oh shoot, I didn't mean to press A. Crap. Damn it.
It all
literally
started
just
with a
put my hand back on the
War researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a taboo. He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it wasn't even worth a pail of water to quench his thirst. Could you spare some water? I'm a Kasharawa researcher. If you need something, I could...
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. Then, you're lucky to survive the night.
Are you mocking me?
No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your canteen. You got somewhere to go?
Not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join my band of misfits.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off. Every little bit helps.
All I know is... weapons.
Weapons?
Yeah. I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of Kasharawa research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons, so I can invent even more advanced ones. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive techs without permission, but you see the vision, right? The higher-ups in the academia just didn't understand.
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son. All I care about is what this specialty of yours can do for us.
There you go. That's your interviews nowadays in America. It doesn't matter what kind of degree you have. You could have a grad degree, you could have a doctorate degree. Unless you got something that the company can use off you, there's really no point in having all that.
Hi. I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come in handy in a dangerous place like the desert, surely.
True. Weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks get them when merchants happen to pass through. But when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough. The kind of weapons you're talking about are overkill for a place like this.
Overkill? Really?
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from drying up. Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of Eremites. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk. It's a real place to call home. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but behind a lot of them lies too much ambition. So, having somewhere to settle down is more than enough for me.
I see. Guess I could do some odd jobs then.
I've heard you Kasharawa scholars are handy with all kinds of gadgets. You could always make something for the kids.
You mean, like, toys?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give him something to do. Life can get boring out here.
Boring.
All right, then. And just like that, a Kasharawar scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert, making toys for children. It got boring from time to time, but all in all, those days were quite pleasant. The Eremites accepted me as one of their own, and all the children loved me. Looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people showed up, and it changed everything. Don't rush me. These materials are in short supply.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis, too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered it.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help, you got out of Dodge the first chance you could get!
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the Oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right to be here a long time ago.
Why is your voice so soft, dude?
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked out. I bet they're only crawling back to us now because they've got nowhere else to go.
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you. You won't get rid of us that easily.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to sustain more than one group of people. It's not worth spilling blood over. All that matters is keeping the people here safe.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. Just Chaim Wazet being the kind-hearted man he always had been. And so, normal life continued. Much unchanged. Well, mostly. You can take the scholar out of the academia, but putting your life's work behind you is easier said than done. I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. The ruin drakes scattered around Sumeru were of particular interest to me. As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms. But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target. In effect, turning them into a weapon. Somehow, the new arrivals at the Oasis must have caught wind of it, because they soon started taking an interest in me.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that a weapon you're researching?
I do mind, actually. It's none of your business.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the academia. All that knowledge going to waste out here in the sticks. What a shame.
What do you want?
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the academia, they don't exist in the desert. You could take this research to the next level. As things stand, all you've got is a blueprint and a pipe dream. But what if you had access to the right funds and materials?
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, all you gotta do is bring this sketch to life. We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product. But this thing right here, the different bands of Eremites are gonna shell out Mora left and right to get their hands on it.
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough Mora from these people to fund the research of your dreams.
But how do you know you can trust them?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You might just be using it.
I understand what you're worried about, but listen, it won't come back to bite the people here. These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is the weather.
I don't know, man. Have you seen the stuff that's been going on lately in America? You know, that Super El Nino, all those wildfires happening everywhere, man.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here. I don't want any part in this.
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last meaningful choice you ever get in life. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions? Or do you want to stay here building toys for kids?
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Want to stay making toys for kids?
We increased our prices. What about it? You gonna back out?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say, huh?
Cash is king. That's just business.
Fine.
I'm done. I want out.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice to all this any longer.
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without our weapons. So they die to a machine instead of a scimitar. What difference does it make?
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are interested in buying.
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
Unfortunately, he's not wrong. That really is how the economy works.
And that right there is why I want out.
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway. If you want out so bad, have it your way.
What was that?
Uh-oh. Firebomb.
No.
Ooh, is that his own place?
Kaem was it. How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past, but Kaem Wazet drove them off. Guess his enemies have been holding a grudge this whole time.
You sold weapons to his enemies. But he took you in when you had nowhere to turn. You owe him your life. Why would you do this?
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
I'm telling you, they say money is the root of all evil. It's all the greed. Greed. It's like today.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time Senegem and his men had turned around and stabbed their allies in the back. Let's just say there was a good reason they had nowhere else to turn back then.
I remember when our economy used to be like a big diamond, and now it's starting to turn into a pyramid. Think about it. All happened within the span of just not even like 11 years.
I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. In that moment, all I could think about was saving as many people as I could in a desperate attempt to atone for my sins. But once the weapons I designed were turned against us, the fate of this place was sealed. Even I could do nothing to prevent it. In the end, despite all the burning tents I rushed into, I was only able to save 3 children. And now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the first place. This confession is for the kids to read too. So, I hope you'll pass it along to them. They deserve to know the full truth of what happened.
I feel they're... You know that old saying, let sleeping dogs lie? I mean, I'm a man of honesty and all, but, like, they're just kids, and they see as their uncle. I would not tell them such a dark truth, like, so soon. I would at least wait until they're a little more mature and older, then finally explain what happened. I don't know. I may have to disapprove of that, but he's probably gonna end up telling them, though.
I know I'm in no position to make requests, but please help them find loving parents to take them in. Above all else, they deserve a true family.
Don't tell me that Navia and what's her name are gonna take them in. Beto? Who's that? Oh my god, I just burped. Is that how you say her name?
Back
Beto?
then, I failed to see this through to the end. But I won't make that mistake again.
Jeez. If this is true...
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
He even lured us to Nodcry to help him get it.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now. If I'm right, this doesn't bode well.
Then we need to find him ASAP! It sounds like he's about to do something super dangerous. But we promised the kids we'd bring him back safe.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. There are still many other conspirators we need to track down.
So we go to find him.
Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
He's gonna ambush the target when he comes to pick up the goods.
Snap. He's not working for them. So our original plan could have worked all along.
The meeting will be happening any time now. Quick, we need to head to the rendezvous point.
Like Navia's keeping a track of it all. It's all up to her now.
Ashvapati.
Wow. I'm sorry. The guy on the right just does not look that intimidating. the freaking barber hat and all that.
It's been a while, Senegem. Over a decade at least.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point still hasn't changed. All I had to do was pose as your point of contact. And fish a time and date out of that scout you sent.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just wait until my backup gets here.
Oh, I think that might take a while. The Fontaine and Liyue authorities have your men locked down tight. Every last one.
No. There's no way the cops could have known we'd be here.
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the expo. That would be a different story, now wouldn't it? If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation, I doubt I would have been able to lure you here.
So now what? You gonna turn me in, too?
No. The authorities can have your men.
Whoa.
But you're mine.
Whoa, this is like Voldemort and Harry Potter. This is personal. All you stay back. He's mine to kill.
Is that Fatui tech? Looks like your skills are as good as ever. Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years, but it looks like you still got it. If you want back in, we can work something out.
After everything that happened, what makes you think I would want back in?
Because what's the alternative? You're not here for revenge, are you? After Kayem took you in, you really convinced yourself you were one of them, huh? What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. Better to cash out before you're in the hole.
Just like today's CEOs.
In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. The last laugh doesn't go to the righteous. It belongs to the one who knows how to cut their losses.
Unfortunately, he's not wrong.
Just look at me. When there's more to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When the opportunities in Fontaine are sweeter, I'm a Fontanian.
You think everyone is as much of a lowlife as you?
A lowlife? There's nothing Mora can't buy, Ashvapati. That includes prestige. You're talking to a renowned Fontanian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari Passage and spends his days going from one grand banquet to the next. Nobody who counts would dare call me a lowlife.
Are you done?
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. Fine. Have it your way. But if you want me dead so bad, why'd you come to face me alone? That wasn't the wisest decision now, was it?
I really can't see that guy on the right being all that strong.
Don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me. You could have brought a whole army for all I care. These weapons will bury every last one of you!
I gotta give it to whoever did the voice acting this. It did a really good job, but I'm thrown off by how the mouth movement isn't synced with it in this game. Like, I know it's a big complaint I've had against it over the years. I know there's not much they could do about it because they had to reset the whole engine if they did and all that, but it's like, it just throws me off. It's the VTOLs!
What the? Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive either.
Yes, that's the plan. It's high time both of us
he's
paid
just
the
going crazy.
price for our sins.
I like how he sounds like he's
lost his
losing
mind.
it.
Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier.
Hold it right there, all of you! Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go around, too.
The Maison Gardiennage.
You got here sooner than I expected.
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news!
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts. Remove the barrier and come with us at once.
Fontanian justice is too merciful for them. You should leave us.
That's, is new luck on soft or something? Last time I heard, they'll freaking lock you up for almost anything. I'm pretty sure, like, you literally, like, drop, like, an apple core somewhere in the court, and, yeah, they'll freaking jail you for that. Hell, wasn't there an event where I even was saying, like, in the chat, like, I think a couple months ago, where it's, like, someone was swimming in, like, the water at the very end of that boat ride, rather, and they literally had to go to jail because of that, too. It was, like, for, like, a week or so, but it was over something so petty.
Stubborn fool.
Fool! I tell you, Ned and Ryder waiting for you.
I don't deserve them! I have to atone for the things I've done.
What is it you feel you need to atone for? Weapons research?
You're from Liyue, right? Your ancestors were the first people to master the recipe for gunpowder. And yet, they turned it into fireworks and firecrackers that even children could play with.
I still wish I had Yoimiya in this game. Her and frickin' Miko. I really regret not doing that banner a long time ago.
Surely, it's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. I hear that it's a very peaceful place to live for the most part. But me, I chose to use my research skills to create weapons of war that brought death to countless people and destroyed the only home those kids had. That's why I have to atone. Because I have blood on my hands.
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but they started out as weapons too, you know.
Oh yeah, you can use them in Sea of Thieves and literally light people's ships on fire with just fireworks. Actually kind of fun to do, not gonna lie.
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces and scaring off wild beasts.
In this case, the
Over
Mongolians.
time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. That's when people started repurposing fireworks for entertainment purposes. The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose to make toys instead of weapons. The weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. Only then did we have the luxury of choosing to turn them into toys instead. It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil.
Thank you! Oh,
and when
I need to
people
pause this
are
for a
as
sec.
bent on destruction as the evil forces and beasts faced by our forebears, whatever tools they have at their disposal end up as weapons.
No, I'm even gonna screenshot that one too right now. Yes, the big argument of the whole, oh, we need to get rid of like the weapons, like everywhere, like in America, oh, like disband the Second Amendment and all that. And you literally have someone outside the U.S. literally saying the same thing right now. I mean, not saying the voice actors obviously, but like the developers of the game, because they're from China and all that. But yes, it's people that commit the acts. The weapons are just the tools that they use to speed things up. Like, because if not that, they'll just find something else to do. And here's the thing: if you even ban the weapons anyway, they're still going to go around the black market. You're just going to create another mafia within the nation. Just like how they tried to disband alcohol, and that only just brought the freaking mafia to power. Like, here's the thing, and I'm sorry to say this to anyone, but it's always going to find a way to go around no matter what. Just like evil. Like, evil's always going to keep coming back. As much as we hate for it to, it's always going to keep rising. That's why, like, you have to have some good to keep on guard. To keep it at bay. Keep it within Mordor. Honestly, I could go on a big rant about this, but I don't have much time left. We gotta finish this.
Time is running out. Please. Leave while you still can.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these ballistas for the children's amusement.
Let me shoot fireworks. Oh, bully! Bullies! I just sent a Nepha in there, she'll take care of it.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
We're gonna fire the ballistas. Bring in the VTOL warships. By the way, if you're wondering why I keep calling them VTOL warships, it's from my first stream. You'll have to look into that detail. Oh, we're about to play Missile Command, aren't we? I'm surprised that those things have been in the air for so long. Didn't they would have landed by now?
Captain, we're in position!
Prepare to intersect! On my signal!
That we're about to play Missile Command. And no one's manning them, they just man themselves.
Fire!
Yep, Missile Command. That's a game I haven't played in a long time. Basically like a mobile Iron Dome, pretty much. Something I'm hoping the US has around here. so tempted to pull for Corey, not gonna lie.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
Okay,
No funny
just
business.
cut her off. I just heard them say something, and then we just cut them off. No funny business, okay.
I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for something so beautiful.
Well, I mean, I guess it kind of depends how you look at it, but yeah, I mean, technically it was 2 ballistas, but
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions, it would be a big help to our investigation.
Don't worry, maybe they'll only make your sentence to minimal, because let's be honest, the moment you get questioned by Fontaine, you're probably guaranteed jail time for at least a day or so.
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation. I know I'm guilty. Just not sure of the precise crime at this point.
You know what's funny too? Like you would think like Fontaine, with like how it is like a police nation stuff, you think that they would have like more of all these how do I say, illegal like activities, gangs and stuff all under control. But no, they're actually the worst in terms of crime. And I even saw a YouTube survey, like everyone literally votes Fontaine as the worst in terms of crime out of all the nations. Of course, we don't know about Snezhaya yet.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top legal experts scratching their heads. As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say that none of them will be getting away with this. So at least you can take some solace in that. I know. There's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you. But at least the trial will be a public declaration of their crimes and the punishment they will receive. The victims deserve that much. Considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with no one left behind to tell the story. This looks more like real justice to me.
Well, it's closer to it. Yeah.
Guess you're right.
Do we actually get to go to Fontaine and watch the trial? Do we get to see Monsieur Nouvelette make an appearance? Hooray for waiting! Let's see. Oh yeah, I still got like 35 minutes. I think we'll be able to finish it by then. But yeah, thank you, Yilon, for explaining the whole, it's not the weapon, it's the person behind the weapon. Yes, thank you.
What do you think they did with Ashvakati?
Even China agrees with that.
Let's go ask them for an update.
Also, what's this? Six. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's one of those things you have to find the last one, but usually they're hidden around here somewhere. So 6, we're missing one. So there's something nice to get this. 6. Oh, it's probably something here, I imagine. There we go. Wow, I never
There's a lot of good stuff in here. Want to split it? Just kidding.
Wait, what?
You can take it.
Oh. Yeah, hooray, we're at 6. Okay, I don't need to watch this cutscene. Ah. How many more are there? Excuse me? Okay, well, obviously I'm not gonna do all this right now, it's gonna take forever. I did try more from this thingamajig right here. Alright, I'll get back to that in a minute. What am I doing? What am I supposed to do? Staff, I will do it another time. What's this? So what is this all about?
Great! Everyone's in one place!
Now that we're on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now. The Voynich Guild won't be responsible for any disputes remaining after this meeting.
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective. I'm happy to let the Fontaine authorities process the culprits from here on.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to proceed with the case files. As for you... Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing you into custody as well.
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain signboard in Nasha Town.
Is that an official confession, officer?
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati. He stays here, and in return, you don't seek damages for the signboard. Sound fair?
Deal.
Huh. That went surprisingly smoothly. Paimon figured it was gonna be a whole ordeal.
Uncle Ashvapati, we...
They told us the whole story. Everything you've done. Even so, we still want you as our uncle.
But
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend themselves with, maybe things would have turned out differently. The way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself. It was failing to use that knowledge sensibly, to protect the ones you cared about.
That's right. Consideration.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Something else that humanity doesn't seem to have more of nowadays. Consideration towards one another.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance to atone for real is staring you right in the face.
Children, from now on, I will protect you with my life.
Traveler, Yelan, on behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both. I wish you all the best.
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so it's probably about time I got going as well. See ya.
Looks like you're a free man.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer for. I joined the Voynich Guild with my own agenda and nearly ruined their reputation. Are you really gonna let me get away with that?
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. Everything except your desert origins. That turned out to be true. I actually consider the desert my home too, so I was interested to learn who the real Ashvapati was. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is. Granted, the final chapter caused us a fair amount of trouble. But hey, sometimes that's the price you pay for a good ending.
Are you serious?
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. Not after all the rules you broke.
I completely understand.
I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. But your story offers a glimpse of a different way of life. Maybe there really is hope for peace in the desert. The Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where the possibilities end? Maybe you could rebuild the home these kids once knew.
I'm flattered, really. But that was a lifetime ago. I'm sure the sandstorms will have buried any last trace of that oasis by now. Sure, we could put up a few tents and call it a settlement. But what then? It would be a brutally harsh existence. There's no way around it.
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you discuss your needs with me? If you can dream it, you can buy it.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right. Say I wanted to buy a hometown for these children. You telling me I can buy that from you?
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can. Huh? Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone created by none other than the renowned mage Alice herself. Simply plant it in the ground and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis. And the best part is, it's designed to work flawlessly, even in the most arid and sandiest of deserts.
What the?
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Not Cry Trade Expo. Turns out it's more than just marketing hyperbole. Still, surely a treasure like this must cost the world. As much as I'd love to buy it, I don't think I'm the kind of clientele you're looking for.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the price herself, and she priced it as whatever keeps the kids happy.
Oh yeah, I remember that anecdote. Yeah, that is what she said.
Needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options. But alas, none of them would be worth breaking a promise to a mage over.
Especially Alice, you don't want to get on her bad
Whatever
side.
keeps the kids happy? So what is that in Mora?
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your hometown through nothing but your own hard work.
Wow. Still gonna charge them
I think that would
anyway.
keep the kids very happy indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
Deal!
Well, you know, you could have just got it for free, but whatever. Give her a little extra money, why not? Well, there's Navi and Chlorine and Ino and, let's see, and any other background characters, some NPCs, you have the three in the top right there, yeah, it's not really much.
This was a strange turn of events.
You never know what to expect with Dory. All you know is she's going to end up taking all your money one way or
I think
another.
it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
I know, because you almost died. And those, look at those ballistas. That was going to take out more than just them. That was going to take out like that whole area. Alright, I think that might be it for the event. Let's see. Yep, that's it. I did all the attractions. Kind of hoping there'd be a. I thought there's only 3, although this event. Yep. That's it. How many, well, that's how much I have for Nicole so far. Like I said, I could go for her, but Nicole's coming next. And I'm sorry to say, as much as Chlorine would be nice, let's be honest, Nicole is a must. It's not even a maybe. She's going to be a must pull. I'm calling it right now. Everyone's going to label her as must pull. I should actually change my avatar. Oh yeah, actually, how much time do I have? 5:09. We got about 20 minutes. There's one other quick quest I wanted to maybe show on stream. I don't know if I have time to though, but I might. And we've got Yelan. Let's see if I can find her. Ganyu. Yeah, I might just keep it as her for now. Let's see, should I do the really quick Fontaine quest that I've been, I was gonna save it for a stream, so I'm doing some of the world quest. Oh wait, that's not it. Yeah, like, I have this one, but I know this one's gonna take a little while. There's this that I was also working on. But the one I'm referring to is the Anne story. I have 20 minutes. Why not? Let's see what we can discover. Last time I think I streamed the storybook was almost a year ago. And I stopped that quest line for a while. Then after doing some exploration on my own spare time, I finally come across and decided, you know what? I think I need to stream what happens next. I think it's not going to be voiced, but I am curious to learn more. Ah, yes. Here we are. The Narcissan Cruise Ordo. You know, I remember that thing from the quest. I remember this place. I know it. This is indeed the Narcissan Cruise Ordo. Right? We found this place previously as well. It's just like what happened with the book in the Anapausis. Yep, because it took us to her old house or whatever that was. Now we're at some place. That's right. We read and read, and poof, we show up in a totally different spot. That makes this place something like a secret base, doesn't it? We don't even know where it really is either. Are you feeling more calm now, Anne? Yes, much better. Thank you, Knight Master. Or should I drop that title? It was all fake after. You just call me Master, that works too. Don't say that, Anne. But, on the contrary, your story has only just begun. Or our story. That's right, we're all in it together. Master's right, you know? We've got a whole bunch of adventures waiting ahead for us. Anne, how shall one proceed in peace of mind without a reliable knight at hand, oh lovely maiden? You're getting tired, Paimon. Come on, Paimon was just trying to encourage Anne. You're quite the knight yourself, Paimon. You're positive and you've got a good heart. It makes me happy, truly. Oh, come on. Why are you getting so serious all of a sudden? You're just less powerful than Knight Master, that's all. Everyone's got things they're good at. Master's got a good brain and sword arm, and Paimon, a powerful eater, has powerful white hair. You really are. Oh, it's one of those, let's see. Has powerfully white hair, yes, that strong white hair. Yep, and that's a real symbol of purity. But that aside, didn't you say that before the Narcissan Cruise Ordo had deep links with the past, Anne? That's why we came in the first place. Yes, however, my head's still a complete mess. That's true. Paimon knows. Let's put what we've discovered together real quick. When we were exploring the Anapausis, oh boy, Paimon's head's a real mess too. Any ideas, Master? Let's discuss Princess Lyra. Oh wait, who's Princess Lyra again? Well, let's discuss what we came here to discuss. Right, Paimon's been thinking about that too. Mary Ann said that your birth was a beautiful accident. What does that mean? I think it might simply be that my birth was a coincidence. Just as she said, I am someone she dreamed of, the form she took in the dream. The thing we experienced together were also part of the tale in the dream. If it hadn't been for you, that dream might have never ended. Or perhaps it might have ended, and I might have disappeared with the happily ever after. I can't be sure. That's true. Not that Paimon gets it. This means that Mary Ann is also a Notionid, as well as pretty much everybody in Fontaine. Eh? Huh? And Anne was created from Mary Ann. Oh, you're just figuring that out now? Eh? Eh? I'm getting some Arya vibes here, huh? That's what I believe as well. And if that's the case, the things I remembered during our journey should have been her memories. Or, so I'd think. Your knowledge and experience cannot exceed that of the main body. But when you met her, you also became your own entity. Without a main body to restrict and control you. So, become the master of your own fate. Her last words to me. Ooh, okay, Paimon gets it now. So that means that Petit Chou, Al, and the others are creations just like you, right? I believe that to be the case, yes. In that case, who was Mary Ann, really? This name is very familiar to me, but I cannot recall why. It's like some part of my body has been frozen. Any other thoughts, Master? Let's discuss the Narzen Cruz Ordo. Alright, I now have a lot of thoughts on the matter, memories and emotions. When those two children brought me here, it was a lovely place. Everything was new and shiny, just as before. They were vibrant and excited, like the sunlight shining on the water. They told me that this was our new home and that they brought many new friends, that everything could be like they were before. But later, they changed. Some things stopped being the same, and the people here changed too. Here, the Narzen Cruz Institute of old did not have sunlight. It was very warm. Yet, this place grew even colder. And then... Anne looks like she's in pain, Master. As much as I would ask to say don't push yourself too hard, we're about to make a what's it called? A breakthrough discovery or something? A breaking discovery, that's it. You're just gonna have to push through. As, what's her name says to Mary when they are looking at Minas Tirith burning. Courage, Mary. Courage. I'm sorry, Knight Master. As for the rest, each time I try to recall it, I grow very frightened and very sad. This is the best I can do for now. I can sense that many terrible things happen here. I can sense many emotions, rage, terror, but also hope, trust, and admiration. But all of them make me feel a strange sort of pain, that there are all sorts of shards or impurities embedded in my body. I don't want to. I can't. Alright, leave that aside first. There's no need to force it. The more you try to force yourself to remember, the less you'll be able to remember. Any other thoughts? Let's discuss Princess Lyris. I suspect that she was only ever a character in a story. In that tale, we needed to save her and defeat the fell dragon Narcissus. That was my original wish. All stories must have their origins. Speaking of that, Anne, we heard you mention a place called the Narzen Cruz Institute before. So if we go with Master's logic, the Narzen Cruz Kingdom and Adventure Team might have their story's origin in the Institute and the Ordo, right? That is possible. It feels like we got our hands on some new clues, but then again, not. Actually, excuse me. I recalled something else. I've seen terrifying sights. The primordial waters, amniotic fluid of the world, and its placenta devoured to the last. The world fell into utter darkness. Never again would the cool spring water flow. I saw that once. Or perhaps I saw that in the future. Wait a second. Which one are you talking about? The past or the future? Or both. It could be a cycle that repeats. I don't know. Sorry, and thank you, Knight Master and Paimon. Fine, we said we were gonna help you. No, I truly am happy the two of you are the first two friends I met since I became me. For that, you have my thanks. Pleased to meet you too, Anne. Why are the two of you being so formal? Is it becoming friends something that just, happens? When you called out to us and asked for our help, and that was the moment Paimon thought, that's right, you're our friend and we gotta help you. Thank you so much, Paimon. Don't be like that, Anne. If you really want to thank us, then keep your chin up and keep those spirits high. Yes. You're exactly right, Paimon. Besides, I have your help. I shouldn't waste it by standing still. I must recall more and tell you all about it. Not that you have to push yourself too hard to recall the past. There is a chance that I might be able to think of some lovely things. If I do, you'll be the first to know, Knight Master and Paimon. Mr. Master, Mr. Paimon, I detect a notion in its biological signature. You finally woke up. Negative. My various previous clockwork cycles were spent collating fragmented data and searching for useful information. Not that we're going to be able to see any of the photos inside, will we? Affirmative. Ooh, yes. Let Paimon introduce you. This is Anne, an Oceanid and a friend of ours. Anne, this is... I know. You're the silly dog Seymour. Huh? I like the relevant data. I do not believe we have the honor of meeting Ocean and Anne. I've never met you before either, but I was sure the moment I saw you, you must be Seymour. What's going on here? This must be... No. I don't know either. I feel... strange. Note, regular record space collation can decrease the frequency of such issues effectively. Anyway, let's bring you up to speed. You should have a little light on the matter so far. So, Seymour is searching for Marianne. Ah, no wonder that name felt familiar. The person Seymour mentioned and is looking for is also named Marianne. Note, regular record space collation can increase the frequency of such issues effectively. Hey, Paimon's had it with you, stupid dog. You know, like Eustace. According to what Seymour said before, they can't be the same Marianne, right? The timing. Based on your statement, might it is that you have met someone named Marianne in the past, or perhaps read or heard about such a person from sources apart from myself. Well, that was her name, that's for sure. You know what? Let's do it like this. We can call the Marianne in the Anapausis Marianne 1, and the one you're looking for, Seymour, can be Marianne 2. Negative. The Ms. Marianne I'm searching for is the higher sequential priority. To prevent confusion, she should be Marianne 1 instead. Huh? Why don't you look at it this way, Seymour? Seymour, 2 is bigger than 1. Doesn't that make it pretty good, too? Your claim. Sorting data fragments. Looks like he stopped functioning again. Silly dog, or stupid dog, you make me look bad. Nah. Ooh, Paimon didn't think you had any mean bones in you, Anne, but you sure do. I don't know why, but I suddenly felt compelled to do that. By calling it a silly dog, that doesn't sound too mean. You're doing the Eustace thing, maybe. Preliminary data fragments sorted complete. For the following 15 reasons, Ocean and Anne, I assess that your perspective is illogical. Firstly... Alright, this stuff doesn't matter. Come, good doggy, sit. Understood. Why? If you sit, you'll be able to improve photo-taking stability, right? Yes. Do you need to take a photo, Ocean and Anne? I'm equipped with the most advanced optics of the Fontaine Institute of Natural Philosophy. I can... Oh, there's no need, but thank you. Understood. Wow, Seymour's getting played left and right all over here. Let's call a quick halt, please. Do you want to go to the Anapausis, Seymour? Really? Anyway, want to go to the Anapausis, Seymour? That way you can meet that Marianne and see if she's the one you're looking for or not. What you say makes sense, Paimon. Affirmative. A reasonable suggestion. Well then, let's go. Actually, Knight, Master, Paimon, I don't think we'll need to trouble you this time. I can show Seymour the way. Are you sure you'll be fine? Yes. I know Seymour's very reliable. Okay, we'll meet back here later, alright? Alright. So, there'll be another time for that. And so the Marianne stuff...
Bring it!
Oh yeah, chest no, a drained conch cup. Back here. Could have been, I don't know. Gotta look around for these things. Yeah, there's an upper level there. I wonder if I can actually reach. Let's find out. I don't think so. That was weird. My guy just stopped working for a sec. Oh, because my ping's going up again. Alright, yeah, I think I'm probably gonna end the stream here in a second. First, we gotta get out of this book. How do I put that here? I thought I was gonna get like a bigger achievement or something from that. Guess not. I don't know, I kinda like the first part of that quest a little bit better. Although I know there's probably gonna be another part coming up. But anyway, I think I am going to wrap it up here, and since I'm still kind of doing all the Fontaine stuff, I think we're going to save here in Fontaine. Or, I mean, log off here. So I get ready to go to the airport pretty soon. I know I'm so behind in this game, but oh, 17, alright. We're getting there, we're getting there. Because right now I'm actually exploring that, what you call area, this area here. I just finished this area, I'm probably going to explore this in my free time some other time. Yeah, because I always try to explore first before I do like the main quest stuff. I mean, the stream was made just for the event, but so I finished and had some time left, I figured I'd do a little bit of the Fontaine stuff. I can see though why people say it's their favorite region, and I haven't even got to the AQ yet, which I already know it's probably the best Archon quest so far in the game, but again, there's already been too many spoilers about it in social media. I really don't want to have any more of it spoiled for me, so... Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Alright, maybe I'll stream something else later today if I have any time, but otherwise, have a great day, everybody.